I think it's a really important case for constitutional law.
And it has the possibility to define a lot of people's lives in the future.
Why is this so important today?
Well, it's religious freedom.
We got Jack's back. Yeah! Let me hear it. We got Jack's back. Come on. We got Jack's back. Come on. We got Jack's back.
Remember, this is more than just a baker. This is about florists. This is about wedding photographers, wedding singers, those who own wedding banquet halls. Are they able to say no if they are religious conservatives? A lot of people paying attention to this morning, Kirk.
Alan, the Masterpiece Cakeshop case, of course, has long-range impact potentially and a lot of national interest.
Good morning. Yeah, the crowds are really growing out here. You can probably hear the music playing now. The first 50 people in line have now been handed a ticket and they are allowed inside the Supreme Court.
Jack Phillips is a baker. He bakes cakes. When I'm told he's a very good baker. Not only cakes, cookies, you name it.
Civil Rights Commission says a Lakewood bakery broke the law when it refused to sell a wedding cake to a same-sex couple.
His crime? Adhering to his biblical belief that marriage is between one man and one woman.
He says, I'm a baker, I'm an artist. What I create are works of art.
I'll sell you cookies, brownies, birthday cakes, shower cakes. I just don't do cakes for same-sex weddings.
He's gladly served gays and lesbians for many years in his shop.
Are we now going to force a Republican speechwriter to write for Hillary Clinton, or are we going to force a Democrat speechwriter to write for Donald Trump?
Death threats, but he still says that he does not judge anyone.
If I were judging the people, I wouldn't allow them in my store. But as it is, I would sell them any of the products that I have.
That all Americans have the right to speak messages and to live consistent with their faith, and I think the court will affirm that.
Jack Phillips fought back, asking for the Supreme Court to hear his case. Today, his request was granted.
The court announced it will hear the case of a Lakewood baker who refused to make a cake for a same-sex marriage. Jack, you and Kristen both were very brave and decided to go on a show that just has a few opinions. The View.
I believe that the Bible clearly teaches that marriage is between one man and one woman.
It's that all of the Abrahamic faiths, Islam, Judaism, Christianity, they all believe that marriage is between a man and a woman.
I'm just trying to preserve my right as an artist to decide which artistic endeavors I'm going to do and which ones I'm not.
All of these cases are about the right of expression, the right of the artist to create. And if the state can crush Jack, it can crush every single one of us.
These two gentlemen are welcome in my store today. They're welcome in my store every day. I welcome everybody who comes in. I don't make every cake for every event. Phone calls were coming, harassing, swearing at you, to where my wife was afraid to come into the shop at points. And just, there were tears, and just like, what's going on? What do we do?
In fact, in this country, the essence of being American for a very long time has been this. I disagree with everything you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it.
I've spent many years honing my craft as a cake artist, combining baking with my love of sculpting, painting, and sketching. And I love my craft because I get to turn a cake into a canvas. Designing them and creating them allow me to use my artistic vision to create works of art that are beautiful and distinctive and that mark the beginning of something sacred.
As Justice Kennedy said today during the argument, tolerance is essential to a free society, and Colorado has not been tolerant nor respectful of Jack Phillips. So the ACLU's position today and the Colorado government's position today was that they can compel filmmakers, graphics designers, oil painters to violate their conscience and speak messages that violate their convictions. This court has never compelled artistic expression or ideological speech. And if it does so now, it will lead to a less pluralistic, less diverse, and less tolerant society. We are hopeful that the court will rule in favor of Jack Phillips and the right of all creative professionals to express messages that are consistent with who they are and to serve all people, which is exactly what Jack and Baronel do. Thank you.
Yeah.